What's up, McGrubba? You're completely wrong in everything you've ever said about me, man.
Chance Wilkins, the infamous Goblin of Akron, Ohio. Content from this prehistoric predator has come few and far between lately, and we can thank the three grown men stacked on each other's shoulders in a trench coat sharing Chance disguised as Jackie for that, his beloved and devoted girlfriend, for God knows why. Well, it seems there comes a time in every little goblin's life where the monotonous every day of getting gifts from Jackie, calling one of three Jackettes 24/7, and jorking it, that the urge to talk to your very real and very devoted audience who would for sure love to watch a PDF file play Fortnite emerges. And you just have to let them know what's up, fire up some games for them to watch, and even try to eat some food on camera and do a little food review for them. Today, my Grubbas and Grubbettes will be taking a little look-see at the most recent but short-lived return of the cryptid of Akron. Let's get after it.
What up, guys? It's your typical run-of-the-mill, average, alternative gothic gamer here. I'm your host, the one, the only Soren Black. Let me introduce myself. First off, my name is Soren Black. Welcome to the channel, guys. I hope you guys have a great time here, and I hope you guys are having a great day, afternoon, evening, wherever you guys are at. I hope you guys are doing well, and I hope you guys are staying safe and healthy and staying hydrated and eating a lot and staying hydrated and in good health. But what you guys can expect on this channel is some pretty cool stuff. Not only am I a gamer, I also do vocal covers. I do guitar covers. I do all kinds of stuff. I also do reactions and challenges. Like you guys saw in the last video, my fiance was actually awesome enough to actually film that whole thing for me so that I could give it to you guys.
We'll get to that little challenge he did shortly, but one thing I want to talk about, and I saw some commenters saying this, and that's how his name, Soren Black, has to be a pun someone fed him about how Marty left him sore and black and blue, of course, on that very fateful night where they met. I don't know how lore accurate that statement is, but I saw some people commenting about it, and I really pray that that's true. But he goes on to introduce himself here. He's like, hey, I'm the average, typical, run-of-the-mill gothic gamer. You guys can expect all sorts of content from me, from covers to video games, where he kind of describes to us that he can't choose what niche his channel's actually going to fall into. Or in essence, he's telling us, hey, while you guys all go work your 9-to-5 jobs, I'm going to tell you what I get up to as a grown man who's never had a job in my life with a net lifelong earnings of under $500. And of course that includes my dark magic incantations that I call music that I curse the land of Akron with. He really wishes that he was known for being the gothic gamer, your typical average run-of-the-mill gothic gamer. We all know the one and only true gothic king, and that was Cobes, may he rest in peace. But taking a quick look back at the angle he wants to go with this channel is, why would I, as a viewer, just want to watch whatever Chance feels like putting out that day, whether that be him playing Fortnite, him singing, him ranting at the trolls, the wide variety of content that he puts out could never grow an audience organically because he'd never be putting out content for the same audience consistently. But let's let the Goblin continue on with his little introduction.
So, shout out to my fiance for that. I truly appreciate you, baby. I appreciate you recording that for me. Mwah. Love you, sweetheart. So thank you for that, baby girl. But what you guys can expect from this channel is quite a bit and a lot of fun stuff. You guys can expect everything from gaming, challenges like I did the other day with the spicy ramen challenge. You guys can expect guitar covers, reactions, and just all around fun stuff, man. Like, you guys can expect a lot, which I'm super excited for. I also will be doing live streams. For gaming, you guys can expect everything from old school Pac-Man, Mario, Zelda, all the way up to the newest stuff, to like Fortnite, the new Forza Horizon 6 when it drops, which I'm super excited for. Can't wait for that. You guys can expect everything. I will be playing games like Resident Evil. One of my personal favorite games, honestly, that I have played multiple times, which I'm a fan of, that I would like to live stream, is the Life is Strange game. I'm a massive fan of that series. It's one of my favorites. Absolutely love that series. I'll be playing stuff like that. On the music side of things, you guys can expect me to be doing DJ sessions, live DJ sessions using my Chromebook, using mouse and keyboard only, which will be fun. For reactions, you guys can expect me to react to music videos, abridged anime series, which, if y'all don't know, I'm a massive anime nerd. Grew up watching anime my entire life. Rest in peace, Akira Toriyama. A massive RIP to you. The fucking GOAT of anime. Absolute freaking legend. You guys can expect stuff like that. Vocal cover wise, you guys can expect me to do everything from Linkin Park, Motionless in White, Suicide Silence, even some hip hop here and there. So that'll be fun. Guitar covers, pretty much all genres, everywhere, everything from NSYNC, Backstreet Boys, all kinds of stuff. So you guys are going to get a modern metal take on a lot of old school stuff, which I'm super hyped for.
I'm only assuming by modern metal take on a lot of older songs, he means those unintelligible grunting and screaming noises he'd make and claim was covers of Linkin Park or something. I don't understand, too, how he could be covering such a wide variety of things with this channel, and then at the same time not achieve any of what he's talking about before it inevitably got taken down. But of course, the Goblin's so hyped for this new Forza Horizon drop so he can play it for you guys. Because again, remember, this guy was a professional sim racer at one point in his life, with literally no evidence to back that up whatsoever. And in the Resident Evil bit, all I can say is leave that to the big leagues, buddy. Shout out Mayor Menace with his Resident Evil gameplay. But he's just, as usual, throwing feelers out into every single little community he can, whether that be people who enjoy Linkin Park, people who enjoy racing games, people who like horror games, or maybe even trying to steal Nova Online's audience with his food reviews or food challenges that he's starting to do. He's trying to find his community yet again. He's trying to find people that'll accept him. And unfortunately for the Goblin, but fortunately for everyone else, he doesn't find that community before that channel got taken down.
So there is that, which I'm super stoked for. Can't wait. It's going to be fun as hell. But, yeah, you guys can expect a lot from this channel. I also will be talking about mine and my fiance's merchandise line that we personally started called CJ Graphic Studios, where we have everything from shirts all the way down to stuff like watches, Bluetooth speakers, wireless chargers. We got all kinds of stuff in the merch shop. So I will be dropping that in the description as well for you guys to check out. So that'll be fun. So if you guys are a massive fan of anime or 90s style aesthetic stuff, that's kind of what the brand is based around of, is that old school vibe, bringing that old school 90s Japanese anime culture back to the forefront where it freaking belongs. We got a lot of that. We got some car-based stuff for all my car guys.
Truly, I can't imagine that anything in this shop would have been anything other than just cheap Temu or drop-shipped slop that he just plastered on there, hoping and praying that it would make him a little bit of money. You know, maybe if we're lucky so he can buy himself a new set of teeth, but you know all of that money's going to video games or something stupid. What's this new bit about bringing the 90s anime aesthetic back into the forefront? We had that Akira Toriyama shout out earlier on in the video, which is the creator of Dragon Ball. So I don't know if he's been on a Dragon Ball binge or something. He's really feeling that old Dragon Ball Z aesthetic, and he wants to bring that, up back into everyone's mind. But that's the thing. That's still an incredibly popular show, and people are still playing all the games that involve that show's IP, specifically Xenoverse 3 that's about to come out. I was a avid Xenoverse 2 enjoyer. It's just another one of those things where, he's trying to fit into that community who enjoy that sort of thing, enjoy old 90s style animes. And all he's going to do in the process is make himself look a fool and probably ruin it for anyone who actually does enjoy that sort of thing.
We have some car-based wireless Bluetooth speakers for you guys. Hopefully you guys like that. We have wireless chargers. We got watches. We got all kinds of stuff in that merch store. So I will be dropping the link for that down below. I'll drop all the socials for that down below as well. But yeah, that's basically what you guys can expect from this channel. And hopefully you guys do enjoy it. And I hope you guys have fun. And yeah, that's basically what you guys can expect on the channel. So with that being said, I'm out of here. I got stuff to do. I got videos to record for you guys. And yeah, I will catch you guys on the other side when I'm streaming and gaming, man.
Aren't we so blessed, Grubbas? Cyraxx is really Soren Black is really putting in the effort for us. He's got so many videos to record. He can't wait to show us. I mean, he's a busy guy. He's got a lot to do. He's got big plans for this channel. You guys are in for a treat. So what a shame, Goblin, that channel's no longer here with us. But how blessed are we that channels like Goblin Records exists, or the other archivers who truly make everything possible, so we still get to watch this amazing challenge he did regarding some spicy ramen that I'm going to play for you right now.
What is up, guys? Soren Black here. And for my first actual video, I am doing the spicy ramen challenge, which I know I'm super late on. I got my fiance recording behind the camera here. What's up, babe? This is going to be interesting. And I am using the Dragon Ball Z bowl that I picked up from Ross for like $12 with chopsticks. And as you can see, that shit looks hot.
So maybe this is all it took for a chance to get really inspired to start bringing that 90s anime aesthetic back, because here he's eating out of a Dragon Ball Z ramen bowl. Got him in his feels thinking about Akira Toriyama, started thinking about 90s anime. He's like, hey, I think I can share my love for 90s anime by putting it on some t-shirts and selling it to all of you guys. And I almost want to just keep focusing on that rather than getting into him eating, because I don't know if you guys have ever seen him attempt to eat before, but every time he does it, it really does seem like a goblin. It's trying to mimic what humans look like when they eat, because he doesn't know what he's doing with these utensils, because he's not very good with chopsticks, but he's not much better with forks and spoons either, I'll remind you.
So if you guys do want to see more of this, here we go. I got iced out milk on hand. I got iced coffee as well. So I got the fan on just in case. Oh, this is going to be hot. But here we go. And I am using chopsticks for this, the traditional way that you're supposed to. So let me wipe these off real quick so I was mixing with them. Alright, so here we go. And I'm going to try to finish all this, y'all, so this is going to be interesting. So, here we go. Alright, it's going to get a grip. Fuck it. I'll pencil that shit. Not bad right off rip. Pretty good. Oh, there's a big one right there. Definitely makes you sweat a bit, but it's not bad. Alright, so change of plans. I'm going to switch over to the spoon real quick just to make it easier. Because the chopsticks are not wanting to pick it up, so one moment.
He really knows how to make eating ramen look incredibly painful here. He does less picking up with those chopsticks of the ramen and more of shoving his face down into the bowl sideways in order to pick it up with his mouth. And isn't Chance supposedly some ninja master or something? What would Mr. Miyagi say if he saw him putting down those chopsticks? Because if a man who can catch a fly with chopsticks can accomplish anything, what can a man that can't even pick up ramen with chopsticks accomplish? Well, lay out all the accomplishments Chance has ever had and you'll get the answer to that question. I'd like to add though, on the topic of the actual food review itself, he's miles better than Nova Online, I'll have to say. For one thing, he's using the word consistency a little wrong here, but he's still getting his point across. And if he thinks it's a little spicy enough to make you sweat, this hot sauce in this ramen must be absolutely nuclear. Because with the amount of abscesses and open wounds, sores, and just general dental problems this guy has, he must have built up a pain tolerance that is magnitudes higher than anyone else on the planet when it comes to pain in your mouth. So a hot sauce or a hot food that's hot enough to make this guy sweat must be literally impossible for any other human being to consume. Now, I'm not going to bless my Grubbas ears with the rest of the ASMR of him downing that ramen bowl, but he goes on to finish it, continuing to make it look extremely painful. You can kind of hear noises coming from the screen in front of him though, which I assume is whoever decided to be on Jackie duty that day out of the three little minions that like to talk to Chance. But the only other things that occurred on this new account before it got nuked with Chance was him going on to make John Fortnite proud at 10 frames a second, playing a little bit of, I think, some Star Wars mission or whatever in Fortnite. And then the worst stand-up comedy I've ever heard regarding the vegan teacher, which I don't know, I figured that was like back in like 2021 where everyone was dogging on the vegan teacher. A little late to the party, bud.
But, excuse me, Mr. Apex Predator, but do you have a moment to talk about how our Lord and Savior, nutritional yeast? Also, your mini is looking a bit dry. Is that because you're lacking the essential oils found in this bucket of guana?
I don't know is the only thing he says correctly in that whole little stand-up comedy bit he does. He makes it painfully obvious that this entire routine is him reading off of a script ChatGPT wrote for him, because there's not a bone in my body that believes this guy knows what nutritional yeast is. He doesn't even know what he's saying. He doesn't know what the next words are in this routine that he supposedly wrote either, because what is in that bucket? He doesn't properly say whatever word he's trying to get to. But that's essentially all we have today for this little Goblin update. I mean, it's truly a treat for us to get any information out on him, since those three men, again, have such a tight grasp on him. I hope you Grubbas enjoyed today's video, and unfortunately a lot of you guys do eat while you watch my content, so I know you lost your appetite, so hopefully you guys find a good video to watch while you eat later on. I appreciate you staying here for the whole thing. Don't forget to like and hype up the video if you did enjoy it though. Maybe even subscribe if I was that awesome, but I'll see you around. Later, Grubbas.
Thank you.